Is there anything in that charter that says a convicted felon cannot run for mayor?
Well, I will say this. Let me get Reynold here first. The charter is there for your protection. The people are not running. And it has been abused. It has been abused. You know, and it needs to change. And that's why we need to change a lot of things in Melbourne. We need to change the way we vote. We need to do our research and look at a person's, look at their background, look at what they do, and let's not just pick someone's friend or someone who says, I'm going to, I know this person. Do your research. We have to pick people that's going to help us, and we currently are in trouble. With the massive buildings going up, and there's a lot of them going up, and they have pilots, and some of them encompassing mentally ill and other things. But the public is never in on it. They say they're going to have hearings. Well, the hearing may come, but they're not inviting the people in a timely manner, so you're not able to come on time to listen to all the things that are being said. And a lot of things are not even transparent to me when it comes to legislating. They'll just decide one day I'm going to do this, and it comes to the table. So you have to be conscious of what actually comes to the table. You have to be smart enough to know legislation so that you can protect the rights of the people. You just can't decide, I'm going to vote for it because the developer wants to build. Because when all those children come in from these massive buildings that are being developed in Mount Vernon, our taxes are going to go higher. There's going to be more children in the schools, there's going to be more police, more fire, everything across the board. We're already, our budget right now is over $100 million. Why are we paying the city of Mount Vernon over $100 million for what? The services aren't that great. There's garbage all over the streets. It doesn't make any sense. It has to stop. And it starts with the people, how we vote, and the change that we make as a community. So I'm here to support you.
Who writes the city charter laws?
The city charter was written by our forefathers, for the city council members to uphold. We are supposed to uphold the law for the people. Okay, yes, sir.
Who do we go to have environmental protection?
Is that for the Memorial Field project?
No, this one.
Okay, and I was advised that an environmental study was done.
Right.
But let me tell you something. I voted against that project because I don't know about anything that was done. I've never had any thorough meeting that a process that we would go through so you learn what's going on through each process. It was never done.
Where do we have to go to have one?
There's a study in City Hall.
We have right now is a lawsuit.
Right. So right now, everything was passed by the city council. They passed the SECRA, they gave them a permit to build, and it also became the agency. And so everything is passed. Right now it is in litigation. And so that's what everyone has to wait for. And it should not have happened. The voice of the people came out, and we should have supported that as council people, but it didn't happen that way, so that's why it is what it is.
One more question.
I'm a little confused. You said you're on the city council, correct?
Absolutely.
And you voted against this project.
Yes, sir.
Are there any other members of the city council here?
Yes.
And how do they vote?
They voted for it.
Mr. Thomas, did you vote for or against this project?
Or against it?
No, Councilman Thomas is mistaken of the process. The SECRA, Councilman Thomas voted for. The permit to build, Councilman Thomas voted for. So that was the process. So I was the only person, I'm happy to say, who voted against the development. Yes.
As far as the council people,
So I know that people came out, they voiced their opinions, and we were supposed to hear you when you spoke. So I just wanted to say that.
Since there's a conflict here about you say yes, he says no, He says yes, you say no. Is there any way that we as citizens of
City
this
clerk's office.
city can go and find out exactly on paper, black and
City
white?
council.
Who will be?
Right, you have the ability to go into City Hall, you go to the city clerk's office, and you can find the voting record. You ask for the voting record on who took the agency to build the 18-story building, because that's what it was for. You go to the clerk's office to ask who voted to give them the special permit to build. The secret, everything's there. Every voting record is in the City Hall. I'm sorry I didn't bring it, I didn't know I would have to. But, yes.
Next time.
Yeah. So that, that's it in a nutshell. We have to consciously vote and talk to people and not be misled by any of our politicians. I have integrity. I have no reasons to advocate against situation. But I do want to go to Memorial Field really quick. Memorial Field is a state-of-the-art facility. There's no reason why we shouldn't have it. There's no reason why we can't offset our taxes with it. We need great visionaries. We need people that understand how to run a city, who knows management and business and finance, that is going to offset our taxes. We need leadership.
Ms. Reynolds?
Yes.
I have a question. You're running for mayor,
Yes, sir.
and what I find more important in this whole conversation we're holding here, we're talking about buildings and
Yes.
property and land. What is your stand with the education in this city? I see young people passing my home every day, they come from good families and everything, and we have a dropout rate of 70% in Mount Vernon.
Yes.
Graduating class of 30%. And I see, where do these children that go to school? Where am I going to go after high school? What am I doing? What does my city do for me where I can go back after I've got myself educated and so forth?
Yes.
I look at that. Where's our education?
Right.
I look at it as a guy.
Yeah.
What is your stand? Our schools are not very popular right now.
I know. And I went to the school system in Mount Vernon. It's a sad day in Mount Vernon for our school system, but I must say, there are elected people that just were elected recently that I think are going to work very hard to help us. And as mayor, I will work with them. Right now, I will work with them to make sure that the quality education is given to our children. I asked the last superintendent to allow me to come and help her with the finances. That didn't happen because so many people wanted to come and mess up the entire situation. But you have to be able to work with the school system as well as being mayor of the city of Mount Vernon or council people. I went to a couple of meetings and I heard, some of the people saying, our kids are bad. Our kids aren't bad. Our kids need mentors. They need people they can look up to. That's the problem I'm running. I was raised by old people. I wasn't raised by young people. When my parents went to work, my neighbors raised me. I knew how to be respectful. I knew how to go to school and do my work. I worked at 16 years old. This is what our kids need. They need someone to speak to. They need, besides their parents, they need mentors in this community, real mentors that can help them go to college. As a track coach, I would help them get scholarships, maintain their grade, always talk to them. If they need help, I would tutor them. This is what we need. So I will, indeed, and I plan to, go with the new people that were elected and the people that are currently there and help them with our educational problems that we're having in Mount Vernon. Thank
You can still ask Debra questions, and hold it up, we have to all